going to do community concerns, so we're going to open the floor and accept your questions or comments, and then Santa will introduce yourself.
Good evening, my name is Shakura Adamofanian. I live, I know where I live, on Webster Street, Northeast, lifelong resident, grew up there, went to the schools around here, so super excited to be involved, and where my parents used to come to meetings. Quick question, I was wondering, do you have any more space to help support the Luke Seymour School? I'm very familiar with the school and working with the students there.
What do you mean space? What do you mean?
So like with the working group, is there any space for community members to help join in to
Absolutely.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, there's a flyer. If anyone's interested, we meet once a month, the second Saturday of the month at the church. And if you look right in that pictorial, okay, last month I had my hair yellow, now it's black, and it may be something else next month. But if you look, yes ma'am, and it has, we meet the second Saturday from 10 to 2 or 3. And we just encourage people to come out. It's very cathartic for a lot of adults. You'd be surprised how compelling people are when they sit amongst strangers and sit amongst young people. And we're thankful that we've had well not a lot, but a significant number of young people from Turkey Thicket. And I'm really not sure how they found that. But we're happy to say that. I do want to take a point of personal privilege and acknowledge former ANC Commissioner Racine Woodland, who's been the ANC Commissioner for 5 years. Any other questions? I'm sorry. Comments? Concerns? Yes, sir, and then yes, sir.
Hello, everyone. My name is Carlos Pinto. I'm with the Friends of Noyes Park.
Hi, how are you?
Thank you for your time. The park is right across the street here. If you're not familiar with it, it opened in July of 2013. A group of residents got together and we formed the Friends of Noyes Park. And during the fall and winter, we've been doing a lot of behind-the-scenes work and working with the Department of Parks and Recreation to develop some rules and regulations for the garden plots that are available here. If you have a chance to take a look, there's some garden plots over here. So with spring coming up, it's going to be the first time the garden's going to be of use to the community. We've established some...
Well, this is community concerns time. This is not report time. Okay, so we got a full agenda. Okay. So we really want to make sure we listen to every citizen. So I just want to be fair to everyone in a sense of that.
I understand.
But if you have some material as well.
I do. We left it there on
That's what I
the
want.
green flyer.
Okay.
So
Thank
please sign up.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Rajan. I'm an artist on 8th Street, and I just had a quick question. Does anybody know what's going on across from Carolina Kitchen?
That's not outstanding. What do you mean? In terms of development?
Yeah.
It's a 47-unit senior assisted living,
Thank you.
from my understanding.
Yeah, and that's actually part of ANC 5, or 5C, I believe.
It is. See,
That's Regina James.
Yeah.
I also, oh, yes, ma'am, please stand up.
Hi, I'm Teresa Perkins.
Yes.
I'm at 15th and Girard, and there's a plot across the street. There's a vacant lot next to the Flip It Bakery, kind of behind it on 16th. So there are 2 lots there actually that are owned, and I'm just wondering if there's a building permit. I think someone was out surveying, and I'm not sure what the plan is, but if there's a building permit put in, does that come through you?
That's your commissioner right there.
Between 15th and 16th on Girard.
I've heard some noise of possible affordable living, senior living.
That's what I heard as well, and I'm just wondering, today I called the zoning people and it was a C2A, do you know how high that goes? He said it was 50 feet and unlimited stories.
Not unlimited stories. It is, C2A does max out at actually 6 stories. But it just depends on what they call the footprint or the square footage. But a C2A does max out at 60 feet, but typically 10 feet.
Well, it was somewhat ambiguous to
Right.
me anyway, to have like the height be 50 feet and then unlimited stories.
But I tell you, Deborah Crane is here, the Office of Planning Ward 5 person, and so I'm sure she can speak to, on a general level, some of that.
I'd just be really curious to keep our eye out on whatever's
Sure.
going on there. And be informed. If you can do the list or something like that.
Sure, meet with me after we can exchange information, and then, I haven't spoke to anybody yet. I think this weekend I might be speaking to the developer though.
Someone that had their hand in the back. Oh, yes, ma'am.
Hi, my name is Judy Jones, and I grew up at Turkish Thicket. But I'm here on behalf of my parents who are still here in Turkish Thicket. And there are several questions that I have. First of all, when is the construction on the walk around Turkey Thicket to be completed? And what the heck are they doing? Also, I come up through Shepherd between 10th and 12th, and sometimes the construction work is parked there, and there is a lot of traffic there as well. But they may be finished, but the playground also, when is that to be completed? And the alley, they live on 13th Street between,
You're asking on behalf of your parents, Ms. Jones?
Yeah.
Yes, I know your dad.
yeah.
Because you're in Ward 4, aren't you?
I'm in Ward 4.
And aren't you an ANC commissioner there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, I know. I'm sorry.
So, but I just wanted to get all of this out because
Yes.
we did try and contact Ms. Jones, and they did respond. She did respond, but I haven't gotten back to her, so I'm letting it all out now. But the alleyway between 13th Street and Michigan Avenue, and then it's kind of a three-way between 13th Street, and it connects, it's three of them. It needs to be repaved.
Okay, so to answer your first question, with the area by the track, they are installing geothermal stuff for the Brooklyn Middle School. So that's why the field looks the way that it does. Initially, they said that it would be finished by March. This is a long, so I'm not really sure if that's going to be the case based on the setbacks that we have with the weather. The playground is done. Again, I've had some conversations with DGS, so I'm not really sure about the parking issue as well. I did speak with the resident on 10th Street. She did say last night that people are still parking on Shepherd and all that. So we're trying to resolve that with the big trucks parking over there and just sort of idling. Also still hearing construction late at night. So these are still concerns that we have that are still being addressed with DGS. So if you could give me at the end, I'll make sure I have your number so I can call your parents as well, make sure I resolve that. Thank you.
Any other questions? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
I'm Joe Martin from 10th Street. My question is concerning the walking track. Will it install a hard surface walking track or a rubber track?
I'm not really sure the answer, but I can find out for you and let you know tomorrow.
Because if it's a soft rubber walking track, it's fine. If it's hard like concrete or asphalt, it's a waste of time and money. It's too hard and too painful.
Okay. Thank you.
Mr. Jackson and this gentleman here.
Yes, I'd like to get an update on the mountable trailer. Has DGS come up with a plan on what we want to do?
Chair. Thank you.
It's been a mountable trailer, just like it's been for the last 25 years. And DGS has not come up with a plan for it. We haven't decided to do anything but turn off the water and keep the trailer from pipes and freezing this winter. So we may be doing something this spring.
We've solicited on several occasions support from the community in terms of painting, in terms of, I know Commissioner Steptoe has been in there, and I've also, we put cardboard up on the ceiling just to kind of keep things together, if you will. So if you know people who are into carpentry or just anything that could assist us, volunteer in the community, that would be greatly appreciated, and tell DGS if they were to provide us with, I guess, a final say on how they're going to support us. But again, we've asked and we've solicited, so this is for the community. It's for the community to have a safe and a comfortable space so that we can have meetings. So if you are interested in supporting us, please see us out. Thank you for that.
Ma'am, were you confused about what we're talking about?
Yes.
Okay.
What is this?
Yeah.
The demand would be our office at 1322 Urban Street. It's old, as she said, it's roughly 20 plus years old, and it's falling apart. And so we're really, trying to get it together. So we're soliciting companies.
Any other questions? I actually just thought about another, excuse me. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, sir, please, excuse me, I'm sorry.
My name is Terry Young. I've been around here since 69. I live on 12th and Kearney. And one of the concerns, the seniors coming to me with, because I was on the ANC board with Miss Mary Curry.
Oh, okay.
And they want to know.
You're a former commissioner, Mr. Young?
No, I just was on the committee with Miss
Oh, I see, okay. Just I'm sorry.
The question is, they're asking me, is Brooklyn, the new Brooklyn, or whatever the name of the school gonna be, gonna have a gym, or are they gonna use Turkey Thicket gym?
Yes, sir, Mr. Young, and nice to finally meet you. They will have a gym, it will be regulation size, it won't be a middle school size gym, and the community will be able to utilize that. But I know initially, that was a discussion, if they were co-locating, that it would not be, we share the space, but it's not, so they will have a gym there. It's a very, very nice layout that they have, and I know the community will really appreciate all the work that has gone into that. I also want to make an update. If anyone in here swims in the morning, I know I used to swim in the morning, I know a lot of seniors swim at Turkey Thicket. For a couple months, they have been going through some challenges with the boilers, so the water was extremely cold. I am pleased to say that with the support of Councilmember McDuffie, the new boiler is going to be put in, and so if you are a person who swims, please tip your hat to thank you to Mr. Councilmember McDuffie, and also for my labor in putting it together, because I know one of the things that people don't understand is that those are extra things that the commissioners do. We're really supposed to respond and, provide comment on legislation as Gottlieb mentioned to you. So these are the things that we go above and beyond and do. So I just wanted to make sure you guys are aware that things are coming together in the community, little by little, but they are coming together.
There was one other update, which actually overlaps into Commissioner Jones' single-member district, my single-member district, Commissioner Higgins. And that's called the Brookland Beautification Arts thing. I'm killing the official title. But in effect, there was a grant, and Ms. Crane, come on up here and tell me about it. Here's Deborah Crane, the Office of Planning, and she can also address, ma'am, Ms. Perkins, your question about C2A.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
I am very pleased to be here with you tonight to talk about some of the development activity that's going on in your area. I do have some handouts, and I'm going to put them over here at this table.
I can.